of you guys is out here struggling shooting the ball, I'm out here having a lovely time knocking out crazy shots, playing on so many different builds, from low 3-point ratings to high 3-point ratings, playing on short builds to even big builds. But I'm gonna end up giving you a variety of jump shots from a small guard, a big guard, or even a center build, even for my lockdowns and my poppers. There's a base or a jump shot in this video that's gonna help you knock down shots. But as we are gonna get into it, I'm gonna show you the best dribble pull-ups or even fadeaways in the game. Pro 2 is up there. It's the same as last year. If you know how to time Pro 2, it's not gonna be a hard time for you to time it this year, even if on a little guard or even on a bigger guard or a lockdown. Now we got KCP as a fadeaway. I actually messed with this one. It's somewhat similar to the Kobe fade, but it got a little touch to it that's a little bit different than what you're used to when that Kobe fade. But Tyler Hero, this might be a quick little slept-on one. I would say this is more recommended if you're someone that's more taking mid-ranges. It has a lot of different variety of fadeaway animations in this dribble pull-up. As of the few that I've been testing out, this one right here, Chris Middleton, a lot of people might not mess with it because it's a front fade, but as of just the fadeaway in general, it's calm, it's cool, it's not too fast, it is not too slow, it's like in the middle. So if you're a player that wants to end up trying out a decent fade, try Chris Middleton. But if you're on a small guard and you don't like Pro 2 or you don't like any other one, Tyus Jones is one that's somewhat similar to like a Devin Booker fade and a Pro 2. When he fades to the ball hand, it's like a Devin Booker fade, and when he fades to his off ball hand, it's like an actual Pro 2 fade. And if you're on them bigger builds like the 610s and things like that, I do recommend you to try out Kevin Durant dribble pull up. But if you're someone that can't get nothing crazy, basic is still a good one to have on. I know the 610s, you got to be having a certain 3-point rating or mid-range rating, but basic can get the job done. Or you can go back to how it was in 2K24 with the Dirk fade. Dirk fade is about similar to what it was last year. It's somewhat like a mixture of basic and Dirk. Then you got Andrew Wiggins. His dribble pull-up animation is actually cool. It's the only one thing, he does have a hitch in one of his animations. Out of like the 6 pull-up animations he got, they do give him 1 hitch animations, and it's to his off-ball hand. But now I'm gonna give you the best bases in NBA 2K25 for little guards. So if you're under 6'5", the 6'4s, the 6'3s, all the way to 5'9", you're gonna start out with that Kyrie Irving base. A lot of you guys have been hearing about Kyrie Irving base. Kyrie Irving base was good last year as well. All you need to unlock this base is a 90 3-pointer or mid-range, but I would say you at least would want a 92 so you can have a little bit of room, so you end up blending the jump shot. Now, you know T-Mac and Patty Mills is not in the game right now unless you hit starter 4. But what if I tell you can get T-Mac and Patty Mills on a small guard? As an Allen Iverson base, last year I've been said Allen Iverson base is literally a guard version of T-Mac, and I've been seeing lots of guards actually use Allen Iverson base ever since the game came out. So if you're someone that's on a small guard and you know how to time that T-Mac base, use Allen Iverson. Use that and just find some actual releases that will fit this perfectly. That's gonna be one of the biggest things when it comes to Allen Iverson. But if you're someone that likes to use Patty Mills from 2K24, this Cam Thomas jump shot gives us the same feel as Patty Mills, but a little bit different, because Cam Thomas jump shot was not like this in 2K24. It was a slightly different. He didn't jump this high, but this jump shot right here is one up there as maybe a top 4 jump shot for a guard right now. I definitely recommend you to use Cam Thomas. You can get a lot of great releases. Even if you use Cam Thomas, Oscar, that's a cool little setup if you want to do that, or Cam Thomas, Oscar Curry. Just put a few things together. This is maybe one of my favorite bases in the game. And most of these bases I'm going to be showing you right now are at least around like that 83, 85 range. You might have a few that's 90 and 92 like Kyrie and Curry, but Kyle Lowry, you need an 85 3-pointer, 84 3-pointer to even unlock this actual base and his animation. So Kyle Lowry, I would definitely recommend you to use this, especially if you're someone that got a low 3-pointer and you got like an 89 3, or you just want a cool little calm jump shot. But if you're someone that can't get Curry jump shot and you don't want to use Cam Thomas, JJ Redick is cool. The only thing about JJ Redick is kind of a little bit weird off the dribble. I would say mess around with it. If you don't like it, go to Cam Thomas. Then you got John Stockton. John Stockton, you gotta have an 83 3-pointer to even unlock it, but John Stockton is very fast. And all I say about that one, use that one at your own risk, because it's one of the fastest jump shots in the game, and it's a low arcing jump shot, so it's not gonna take that long to get the ball out your hands. Now for this jump shot right here, it's Stephen Curry. Y'all know you need a 92 3-pointer. Curry base, I've seen a lot of guards using it. Some people like it, some people don't. It is a fast base. You just gotta make sure you get your jump shot cue right. A lot of people are gonna be using push, or they're gonna end up using release with these jump shots. But for the first jump shot is Cam Thomas, Oscar Robertson, Stephen Curry, like I told y'all boys. I got the jump shots visual cue on push, somewhat slightly past the actual push going towards the release. But then we're gonna have it max speed, 35 blend, 65, more on the actual Stephen Curry side. And with this, I'm gonna be honest, off the dribble, off the catch and shoot, It's gonna take you to get used to it, because you just don't hope you get a bad catch. If you get a bad catch, I would just say just wait a second. But this jump shot is money. I'm gonna be honest. Once you learn the cue, or you end up trying to mess around with the blending and things like that, and the visual cues that fit your play style or fit your timing ability, I feel like this is going to be one of those jump shots that everybody's going to end up trying, especially that Cam Thomas base. Even if you end up changing maybe like one of the releases out of the jump shot, I feel like you must still be able to knock down shots off the dribble or even catch and shoot. But for the next jump shot, we got the Allen Iverson, Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic. You can change the secondary release. I'm just doing a test with the Luka Doncic release, but it's 2773 max speed, a little bit past push. And I actually mess with this. When it comes to actually coming off the dribble, I thought I was going to end up getting like a bad gather or a bad hitch when it comes to off the dribble, but it wasn't that bad. It's actually smooth. But the next one is going to be Jacoby Walker. Jacoby Walker, Cam Thomas, Oscar Robinson, 5149. Push a little bit right before push, not actually on push, but max speed. This jump shot right here gives me the JT Thor vibe on a little guard, because if you don't know, JT Thor is not the same this year. It's a whole different jump shot from before, because JT Thor and the Ben Shepherd bases from last year, they definitely reworked all those and changed it. It's a lot of jump shots that used to be good last year, but they end up reworking them and even changing them and throwing to other NBA players. Now for these small guards that I'm showing you, these are some of my favorite jump shots that I've been using. I've been hitting some crazy shots with it, but now I know a lot of you guys are on bigger builds, even like 6'5" to 6'9". I got jump shots for y'all. Even if you're coming off the catch and shoot, even if you're coming off the dribble, if you're coming off the ISO, we have the best bases that you can use. You got Jarrett Culver. Jarrett Culver base is literally the same as it was last year. If you play with Jarrett Culver, it's like a kind of like a little brother or T-Mac, but Jarrett Culver base is a good base, especially for a spot up, even if you want to do a little ISO with it. But I definitely recommend you this on the top of the list for the big builds. Now Kobe Bryant, if you're more of a catch and shoot, maybe a lockdown type build, or more you not the dribbler and you just catch and shoot, Kobe Bryant is good. It's a lot of variations of this base. You don't have to use Kobe if you can't get it, but there will be a lot of different variations of this actual base, like Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward is a good base, especially for poppers and lockdowns. If you're a popper, lockdown, Kobe, Gordon Hayward, and even Jarrett Culver, those are some bases I definitely would recommend you to use, especially if you got the mid-range rating to unlock these bases, because you can make some great jump shots and you will be hitting some crazy, I'm telling you, you will hit some crazy stuff. Even though the contest is kind of wonky right now, you will still hit something crazy, even on a build with a low three-pointer. Now Clyde Drexler, a lot of people sleep on. I'm gonna be honest, Clyde is still like it was last year. It's a knockdown shot. You can use it on the ISO, you can use catch and shoot. I definitely had to make sure to put this jump shot on the spreadsheet. Jordan Nwora, this base is fast. I'm gonna be honest to you, a lot of people slept on this base last year, but this year I feel like a lot of you guys with low three-pointers that don't have high mid-range are going to end up trying this base. Then you got Isaac Bonga. I know Isaac Bonga, like, come on bro, Isaac Bonga. If you know set shot 25 from 2K22, this is literally what it is. If you want to use set shot 25 in NBA 2K25, this is the base that you want to end up putting on. Isaac Bonga, the set shot 25 from NBA 2K22. You just got to end up finding you some cooler releases to go with this. Now J.R. Smith, I don't know what it is about J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith was tough last year, but it seemed like they made J.R. Smith way better this year. It's something about this up and down with J.R. off the catch and shoot. ISO wise, or even coming off the dribble, it's a little bit different, but I would say mostly catch and shoot with JR, it's smooth. But the next one is AJ Lawson. We got a few new jump shot bases in here that y'all might not even thought that would be good, but AJ Lawson, don't let that be a sleeper. The only thing about this jump shot I'm actually skeptical about is that when he jumps forward into his jump shot. And that can be a bad thing, but he also does sway to the left when he shoots the ball. So that's another thing. Now, Jalen Tyson is another one that's a sleeper. A cool little base that a lot of people ain't talking about. If you're on a build at 6'5", 6'6", even on the way to 6'9", and you can unlock this, I'm telling you, try it out. Jalen Tyson is one of those sleeper bases in the game. This can possibly be the next takeover of the JT Thor. But a base that caught my eye before NBA 2K25 even came out, Lamar Odom. Now, even if you're on a 6'10", this is going to be a good base, but for my people that's 6'5" to all the way to 6'9", and I say mostly my spot ups, and you want to try something different, Lamar Odom is a good up and down base. It gets a lot of elevation, so you can end up getting those blinded shots on the smaller defenders or even the bigger defenders. But Derek Whitehead, I said it's very variations of that Kobe Bryant base, and this is what it is. Derek Whitehead, Kobe Bryant and Gordon Hayward are literally all somewhat the same base, just a little bit tweaks, and some of them are a little bit faster. But for some jump shots I've been using, I've been rocking out with the Jared Culver, Oscar Robertson, Troy Brown Jr., slightly past push, max speed, 70-30, more on Oscar Robertson. This is mostly maybe a catch and shoot jump shot, to be honest. I wouldn't really use this off the dribble, but if you want to, you can. But most of the times I'm using this to catch and shoot. Only thing I can say about this, if you're in the corners, it will sometimes drag you to the mid-range. That's the one thing I can tell you. I'm gonna give you a warning. If you're in the corner, you catch the ball and you on the go, it will possibly slide you from the three-point line to the mid-range as you end up trying to catch and shoot if you end up trying to shoot too fast. I'm just gonna let y'all boys know that. It happened to me a few times, but once I got the hang of what I needed to do, I just had to make sure I set my feet and then shoot. But hey, the next jump shot for y'all big builds, we got Kobe Bryant, Saddiq Bey, Oscar Robertson. Now these releases, you can change them if you want to, but I'm rocking out max speed. I'm doing 33-67, and then I got it half and half, half push, half release, right in between. So as me using this, Kobe Bryant jump shot is not like super slow, but it's just using that Oscar Robertson for me as my secondary. I have to slow it down. But Lamar Odom, Saddiq Bey, Oscar Robertson, y'all see I've been messing around with Saddiq Bey, Oscar Robertson release, but I'm gonna get into some more releases later. I'm gonna give y'all a whole spreadsheet on the best releases in NBA 2K25 as well, maybe in the next jump shot video. But we got 70-30 blend, then we have it somewhat past push, max speed, 70-30 Saddiq, 30 Oscar Robertson, but you can switch it as well to 60-40 and have it on Saddiq Bey, Oscar Robertson. And during the time I was using this base, I only had a 75 three-pointer, but I did have the 87 mid-range, and I've been knocking down shots literally before the game even came out. I was knocking down shots with a 75 three-pointer with no badges, going crazy. But for all my big builds, I gotta look out for y'all boys too, my 6'10s and up. This base right here, Chris Bosh. Make sure y'all go for high mid-range. I don't care. If you're a center that wants to shoot, make sure you have a high mid-range, at least an 85, 86 mid-range, so you can get these bases in the game, because there's not that many big man actual bases that's good in NBA 2K25. Like, you are very limited, so I say at least go to an 86 mid-range on your center build if you want to be able to shoot, or even 85. But we got Andre Drummond. You got to have a low three-point rating for that. That's a cooler actual base. Jonathan Isaac, y'all know how Jonathan Isaac get. It's the same as last year. It's the same flow. You end up knocking down shots the same way you was in NBA 2K24. You use Jonathan Isaac. Lamar Odom, I already just went over Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom is literally somewhat similar to all these other jump shots. It's a good up and down, but you just got to find that release that will end up fitting with Lamar Odom, especially for a 6'10 to 7-foot build. Now we got David Robinson. I'm so happy to see this back. David Robinson is up there as a top 3 center base in NBA 2K25 and 2K24. Chris Bosh, David Robinson, and you can throw that Jonathan Isaac at the top 3 at the number 3 spot. I'm gonna be honest, those are maybe the top 3 bases for big man build, but now you got the PJ Washington. PJ Washington is cool, especially if you got a low 3-point rating or you got a low mid-range rating. I know a lot of y'all guys are gonna end up trying to get a 3-pointer on your build, even if you was somewhat of an inside, but PJ Washington is up there to be able to use it. Like, as long as you got a 76 3-pointer, you can make something happen with PJ Washington base. Now, if you're someone that's gonna try something else, Dwayne Dedmon, don't sleep on it. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Dwayne Dedmon. I know the base might not look, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, once you put the release and all that together, Dwayne Dedmon is that one too. But y'all know I couldn't leave y'all boys without a jump shot, so I'm gonna end up giving you the David Robinson, Lamar Aldridge, Julius Randle, max speed, 25-75 blend. You can end up messing around with the visual cues. I am on push, but I might mess around making less like in between the set point and push. Right now I'm on my Kevin Durant build, my Swiss Army knife build, but don't worry, I do look like John Morant. I didn't end up changing the face creation or nothing, but I'm literally showing mid ranges with this build since it's the only thing that's upgraded with a 53-pointer, and I'm knocking down shots no problem, no hot spots, no nothing. But I'm gonna tell y'all this now. I'm gonna give y'all a few tips that can help y'all become better shooters. Now make sure you work on your shooting consistently. NBA 2K25 is a game that's based off rhythm, and a few things that's gonna also help you is buying boosts. I know you might not want to buy jump shot boosts and say your VC, but I'm gonna be honest, at least almost 75% of the people you play against have jump shot boost on. I might not even, it might be a little too low that I said 75. At least 80% of the people you play have jump shot boost on. But another way to end up getting the most out of your jump shot, turning off your shot meter. You get a boost in your actual shooting if you end up turning off your shot meter, just like last year, but it's a big difference in NBA 2K25. And another thing, as the actual shot timing profile I'm playing on high risk reward. That's literally green and miss like 2K24. As you will see, the other ones are going to be low risk or normal risk. Those are going to be fluctuated if you want to hit a green or you're going to end up being able to hit a white. That's why I want to stay away from those. I just want to be green or miss. But look, if this jump shot video helped y'all boys figure out a jump shot or even found out a base that's going to help you, hey man, make sure y'all boys drop a like on this video. Make sure y'all boys subscribe. Make sure you turn notifications. I'm gonna leave y'all boys with 2 videos on the screen, man. Make sure y'all go check them out.